The last minute Liverpool transfer chat could be bad news for Isak. All have it die hard, and at Liverpool they are certainly struggling to shake away the debris from last season. Laboring to 2-2 draw against Newcastle United at St James Park. In fairness, Anfield was right to phrase high set spirit and never side their attitude. It means the Spanish start in Premier League range when they red or hard fought draw against McVitie who were more than up for the battle. There is work to be done. Old report remember that it's not just a personal issue, but Liverpool too need to add shining. That said, they also need superstars like Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak to start playing good football. It was as Liverpool fans feared. Isak struggled to produce a strong performance against Newcastle, but he wasn't anonymous, letting the occasion get to him and throwing away the chance that he would have taken with lethal and unforgiving precision while wearing black and white. The Alexander Isak conundrum at Liverpool. It was always going to be a job afternoon for Liverpool record signing. Isak left Newcastle in erroneous circumstances last summer, going to strike before completing a £125 million transfer to slot Liverpool. Nobody came up any way short after that calamitous compliance. Liverpool and Newcastle falling by the wayside. Isak unable to recover and for his world-class ability, scoring 3 times across an injury-hit year. There can be no excesses this time, but the 26-year-old did little to allay for fear from the Liverpool position that their superstar striker is simply a standard edition in the Premier League, no better than the rest of the crowd. It's painful and confusing to rise to sword, but Isak has got to start performing soon. His wayward shooting is a concern, to be sure, but many troops still a layer of confidence. But the Sweden star movement and anticipation left a lot of the result on Chinese side. After the game, Sky Sports Gary Neville branded him as too nice, failing to mention himself as managed in the final third. Isak will continue to feature prominently for early this season. Fans is willing, but he has to start offering more. That said, PSG are worried that Liverpool checking line is missing a few pieces, and they are looking to rectify that. Liverpool certainly could be bad news for Isak. With Hugo Ekitike sidelined for the long runs, Liverpool are going to be increasingly reliant on Isak and his ability to convert chance over the first half of the campaigns. But that could be is to the signing of Felipe Cola from Paris Saint-Germain. According to Daily Mail, Lewis Taylor, Liverpool are optimistic that they can sign the 20-year-old this week ahead of the transfer deadline. This has been a long and protracted process, but all involved parties consider Cola move to Liverpool very much on. The expectation is that the Brazilian forward will sign for Liverpool. However, Liverpool and PSG remain at odds over the recruit transfer fee, with the French giant holding out for £140 million, a figure PSG are not prepared to meet. Arsenal are also looking in the big plots, too, so Liverpool cannot afford to let this one slip away. Barcola has scored 34 goals for PSG side the start of the 2024-25 campaign. During that time frame, Ousmane Dembele is the only teammate to have outscored him with back-to-back Champions League title foot in the bags. Described as one of the best players in Europe by Liverpool reporter Dave Hambrick, Barcola would add width and face and penetrative attacking angle that Liverpool have struggled to master. He is the real deal, not only a deadly goal-scoring threat, but one of the most electric dribblers in the game. But it's his swaggering style that could see him become a sensation at Liverpool. Barcola hasn't hit full stride just yet, but is already so good, so sharp, so sure of himself and world-class talent. Instead, because the dynamic attacker supershed Isak as Liverpool main man in the final third. After all, he is one of the most relentless ball strikers in Europe, devastating his crosses into the area and far many a shot on goal. In the Champions League last season, he clocked a top speed of 34.5 km per hour, putting him at the top 2% of players for the metric. Isak may have been afforded to be reckoned with Newcastle, but he's got his work cut off before they can safely say that he is one of the best strikers in the Premier League once again. And now that Mohamed Salah has left Liverpool and signed for Trabzonspor, where he has made Uri's goal scoring start, he emphasizes on the reliable focal point in attack that's only been attempted to achieve it. True, the addition of Varcola could have Isak on his fight to start scoring some goals for Liverpool. There is growing fear that it's simply not fit to produce the kind of charismatic display that were promised when he joined the club from Newcastle 1 year ago. Varcola, bona fide supporter with European critics outfit right now, could overtake him from the get-go, hammering home the point that Liverpool might not get blamed for their break with the most expensive signing in their history.